G'day. The naughty little rabbit. Relax. Be very still and listen. Listen carefully to this tale about a little rabbit who didn't like going to school until one day he learned a very important lesson. What do you think it was? Let's see if we can find out. Now, in a magical meadow at the foot of a snow-capped mountain lived some lovely furry rabbits. The leader was so old that his coat had turned silvery grey, and everyone called him Old Silver. He was loved and respected by everyone. One misty autumn morning, as he gazed out of his burrow onto the meadow, he was approached by some eager young rabbits who asked him if he would be kind enough to pass on some of his wisdom. Old Silver twisted his nose. "Why not?" he said. "We'll start tomorrow. Be here at 1 o'clock sharp and I'll teach you all I know, especially how to avoid being trapped. There's nothing more important than that. Don't be late." So the next day, at 1 o'clock on the dot, the rabbits began their classes. All, that is, except one naughty little rabbit called Pip, who didn't think that learning anything could be worth giving up his playing time. He just wanted to have fun. So day after day, Pip went down to the pond to play with the ducks. He jumped as high as he could to win the attention of passing butterflies, and he went into the woods to hop through the autumn leaves and make tunes from their crunching sounds underfoot. But one day, when he was busy playing and dancing, he skipped onto a net laid on the ground, which is cunningly covered with twigs and leaves. It was a trap. The net tightened around him, scooping him up into a ball. "Help! I've been caught!" he wailed. That evening, when Pip didn't return home, his worried mother asked Old Silver to organise a search. He sent the rabbits out to look in the places where Pip usually played, while he himself headed for the places where he knew hunters often laid traps. He hadn't been searching long when he heard a human footsteps. A man was coming. It sounded like a hunter. Alarmed, Old Silver raced on to the next trap, and there he found sad little Pip, wrapped up in a hunter's net. Quickly, the wise old rabbit used his long, sharp teeth to gnaw through the ropes. Just as the footsteps were almost on top of them, Silver bit through the last strand and Pip was free. They scampered away as fast as their little legs could carry them. Pip's mother wept with joy when she saw her son unharmed. "I'm so glad you're safe," she cried. "You gave me such a fright." "I'm sorry, Mother," said Pip, clinging to her. "It's all right, son," she replied. "But now do you see why it's important to create time to listen and learn from others? There are some things in life that you really need to learn." "Yes, Mother, I realise that now," replied Pip. "I'm so sorry, Old Silver. I promise never to skip lessons again." We can all benefit from listening to the wisdom that others have gained from experience and are kind enough to teach us. A wise person knows that there is a time to play and a time to learn. Thank you for listening. I love you, LouLou.